What's going on, everybody? It's Retro Handhelds 24. Today we're going to be looking at Devil May Cry via Winlator. We're testing out the settings right now. I do have the screen resolution at 720. I'll go over the settings for this, but I want to go over some other things also. I'm turning the music down because I know it sucks, but I don't want a copyright strike. I don't own any of the music to this game or anything like that. I have no rights to it. So if I turn it up, I'll leave it there. So please don't hate me about that. It works fantastic. Well, I shouldn't say fantastic, but it works fairly well for this device. Graphics always go to low, and then we test the waters. I can't see. No, yeah. Okay, so obviously this is enable VSync, so that's disabled at default. Graphics are low. As you can see, our screen's 720, and then that's pretty much the only thing I change right now, plus the music, which it sucks, but it is what it is. So I'm getting like oh, I gotta jump. Oh, I died. I'm getting like 35-40 frames a second compared to RPCSX emulated via, oh, I jumped too soon, via the portal with all the power. It still runs better here via Winlator. I died again. Come on, you can do it. I made it, hooray.
Ebony, Ivory, I missed you girls.
So this part especially is the most taxating part when I was emulating on RPCSX. So let's see if we could do better over here. It's the beginning, but it's not the very beginning. It's to the point where obviously he gets his guns, and then there's a lot going on. So let's see how it performs. Okay, X to shoot. Alright, so right there, we're still... I mean, I'm not paying attention to how I'm dying, but this is so much better than it was. And obviously I don't have to keep shooting, I'm just trying to pay attention to the frame rates as all this stuff's going down. If we can just hack and slash, baby. This game plays very well. And I don't mean that like 60 frames a second, I mean like compared to what I was trying to get this game to work on RPCSX. So we have a I shouldn't say much, but we have a weaker device, right? And we're just using Winlator, and Winlator still, again, comes up on top.
Don't shoot! My name is Kat, I'm not a demon. I'm still in the real world, you're in limbo.
How come I can see you clearly?
I'm a medium, a psychic.
I got more,
Limbo and communicate with you.
I got a few more actually. PS3 games that have PC ports that we had trouble showing off, or I shouldn't say we, but you know, me showing off on even the portal with our PCSX, and even one game that it's still hard to emulate on the ROG Ally X via RPCS3. So if I get that game working too, boom, it's gonna be a showcase tomorrow, and it's all gonna be done on this bad boy. And then I have another game that I want to test, but I'm going to test it with the portal because I'm going to need the RAM. But it's nothing like it's not like Final Fantasy, we'll just say that, remake. It's going to be a little not as demanding. But I'm hoping to get, if it works, then I mean, the frames jump to like 48. And once we get to another area, I'm gonna, you know, like this area. Let me see if I can save. I think this is a checkpoint. So we'll do this. I mean, like I'm very satisfied with this, but you know we're gonna drop the res to get more frames per second, hopefully. Alright, so when there's a lot going on, 25 to 30. When nothing's going on, 30 to 45 to almost, you know, it gets like that. Ridiculous, right? So we'll just close it out. Hooja! And then we'll go back. Okay. Now we'll go to the settings because I wanted to make sure. This is how I do these videos. I don't even. As soon as I get it running, I have faith that it'll keep running, but every once in a while it crashes. But in this case, it didn't. So 720, right? We're gonna drop it to the good old 960 by 544, which looks still fantastic on here. And then turn up driver 24.1. I feel on this device, especially, a lot of games have less graphical issues or none whatsoever with 24.1. Cap it at the max, which is 4 gigs. The DXVK, I'm just doing 2.52. I'm not sure. I haven't tested out the other DX wrappers for DXVK, but we'll just go with that. Don't seem to have too many audio issues, so stick with the default. And then compatibility. I tried intermediate, boom, crash. So again, do compatibility. And I'm having no problems with my controls every time I put X input and then X input. At least not yet. I do have some other games, like I said, I mentioned. We'll see if that still works. So now we're gonna load it up again. Because, you know, I've been wanting to play this game a lot, and I know a lot of people have been. And I'm not going to say, like, you know, I'm the only one who showed it off on Winlator. Absolutely not. But I just never thought of trying to get it for PC, and I did. So, of course, we got to test it out on the Flip because we want to get the most out of this device. The thing with PC games is, though, sometimes it doesn't pick up the settings we give it via Winlator, so I gotta make sure that, like, it may not have a 9 whatever by 5 whatever. It might just default to 720. Okay. Let's just check our settings. Alright, perfect. It picked it up. So we do have 960 by 544. Everything's low. Just go to continue. Sometimes it's a nice increase in frames per second. Other times it's like a, you know, 3 or 4. So we'll see how it plays out. But this is a good area because there's a lot of action going on. Yeah, so I would say we're getting like maybe 6 more frames a second, which is kind of like, I just don't get it. But I suggest you go with 940 or 960 by 544 because honestly, I can't tell the difference. I do wear glasses though, but to me it looks pretty clean. And now it's almost like a stable 30. That's higher than 30. Regardless, you're gonna get a better gameplay by dropping the res. Oh, and someone asked about Wolfenstein 2. So I got it working and I defaulted 720, you know, and it was running just a little under what the Portal was, so it's like, okay. And then everything was smooth. I was moving around in my wheelchair. And then I got to the point where I had my gun in the wheelchair and moving around, and then would crash. I was like, oh, okay. So I tried a bunch of things. I tried dropping the resolution. I tried different drivers and different setups, but it would keep crashing no matter. I mean, I got down to like 800 by 600, and it still would crash. And then I was looking in Task Manager, and it was just not enough RAM. So the game works, but you don't have enough virtual RAM to compensate when the game gets heavy, so it'll crash. And that was the first time that's ever happened. But I mean, it was a more demanding game. Okay, what are we doing wrong here? There we go. So this game is not too intensive, but the action is intensive. So there's always a lot of stuff going on. So we're gonna see if we run into any problems. But I think so far so good.
Is that my coat?
Is that my coat?
How did it get up there?
Oh, don't worry about the Ferris wheel just like coming on down there. Gotta get my coat.
Breaking news. We go live to our eye in the sky.
In an RPCSX, I would get to this point on the Portal. I could never get past that point. So I don't even know what happens right now. What's it? Oh yeah, right bumpers evade. Oh, evade, evade! So far, so good.
Hey, get down here.
You know what? All this damn red. Just, I know this is how the game is, but it's so annoying. Do I shoot him?
Through here.
You might want to move out of the way there, guy. Evade, evade!
Get back here.
So yeah, I haven't gotten far enough to understand, like, how to get health and stuff, so... I wanna go this way. Can't go that way.
Exit. Good.
And this is Winlator Hot 10 or Hot 10. Winlator 10 hotfix. It's not the ammo mod one. Did my bullets do nothing? Oh, thank you. Oh boy. How do you run fast? Okay, gotta do that, I guess. Get ready. I guess I gotta jump. Lord have mercy. Huh, huh. Fail.
Not in a million years.
That won't work.
Why not?
She's bulletproof.
That sucks.
There's a rip up ahead.
Oh god, more running.
Back to the real world.
Wait. Yeah. Yeah. What do we got? Nah. I mean, that's it. I guess. Whatever. Like, I need like a dash. Cause I ain't good with these jumps. See? Missed it again. God. Whee! Woo! Whee! Whee!
Okay then. Let's fight.
Let's get it.
Dante, wait.
Don't tell me my guns are gonna work now.
Working. You can fight him now. It won't be easy. Hunters are brutal fighters.
So am I.
Dante,
you-
can you still hear me?
You have no health.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I hear you.
Attack his face.
Okay, I'm gonna die, so. I'm gonna do a lot of jumping. You know, if I die, well... Yep, all those upgrades should have went to the guns. I gotta say, this is so much fun. Is it doing anything? I can't tell.
Get back down here!
Now use your guns. Shoot it down.
Oh, he got me. I'm gone. He gone. Oh. Nah. Because I'll use that when I have full health. And hopefully we don't go back too far. Alright, see? Now we'll use the orb.
Yeah, I hear you.
If you guys are listening to this, it's kind of loud. Oh, you can do a dash.
Get back down here!
Now use your guns. Shoot it down.
Oh, you feel it now, don't ya?
I should probably dodge.
Does it hurt?
Get him! Get it! He gone!
Game over. Son of who?
Son of who? Wait, he's son of Sparta?
Poor mother. I don't know my mother, but if you're calling me a son of a bitch, you wouldn't be the first.
Oh. And now it looks normal. Thank God.
My mother. I barely remember her.
We're gonna stop after. Yeah.
Are you okay, Dante?
How do you know my name?
My boss knows you. He wants to meet. Please? I helped you back there.
I didn't ask for your help.
We know all about you, Dante. I'm with an organization called The Order. Heard of it?
Something to do with that masked freak on the net?
That's my boss.
Wonderful. Can't wait.
We're just receiving reports of a terrorist attack that's taken place at the Bellevue Pier in the Western District of the city. Police are asking the public to remain vigilant. Further terrorist attacks could take place anywhere, anytime, and when you least expect it. We have your scent, son of Sparta. Now it is just a matter of time.
Okie dokie. Cool. Alright. Not bad. Okay. So we'll stop there. I recommend to do 960 by 544, because when a lot of stuff's happening, you still might get just under 30, but for the most part, you'll be above 30, and it's very playable. I didn't bother increasing sensitivity for the joysticks. You can if you want. You can mess around with DX wrapper with DXVK. Let me know if you get better performance. I didn't decide to cap this, didn't crash, so there was no need. Again, 24.1, I would just go with that. If you try 25, let me know. And unfortunately, intermediate won't, it'll just crash the game. You got to do compatibility. So that's again just like another thing that's holding us back because of that, because intermediate we would get higher performance and just like performance, but compatibility is completely fine. And then just remember X input, and force full screen. This game is badass no matter what. It's awesome. And it's very playable now, so I definitely recommend it. Check it out if you have an RP5 or an RP Flip 2. You know, get it. However, just make sure to use those settings. And in the game, also just drop everything to low, and then you're pretty much good to go. There wasn't much else I needed to finagle with to get it running. It just ran. And it's a fairly newer game. I wouldn't say like recent, but it's newer. It's not like from before the teens. I think it's after that. It's about 12 gigs too, so it's not too bad with memory. So it's definitely worth checking out. I highly recommend it. Very playable on here. If you have an Odin, you're even better. You're set. You get higher frame rates, better resolution, maybe, because the game is so demanding. But I don't have much to say other than that. I think either way, if you have an Odin 2 Pro, you're good to go. It's a game definitely worth playing. And on Winlator, it's very playable versus trying to emulate it through RPCSX. Brother. But stay tuned. I got other PS3 games I'm going to get going on here that I wasn't able to emulate through RPCSX, and I'll be showing it off on here. And then, like I said, or if I didn't say, I got another game that I'm going to test out on the Portal once I get that going, just because I want to see if I need that extra RAM, because the Portal Max has 16 gigs of RAM. We'll see if, even though Winlator only lets you use about 4 gigs, I think, max, with the turnip driver and the DX wrapper. So we'll see. Plus it's the Gen 2 chip, so we'll see. But stay tuned. I got more Winlator stuff coming. And then probably over the weekend, like I mentioned earlier, there's a turnip driver 27, or not 27, revision 7. We'll see if that does anything. If it changes the game. Probably not, but we'll see. So stay tuned. And again, thank you so much for watching. You guys have a great rest of your day. Take care.